beeping cars or honking cars, something like that. It can't be helped. I'm so sorry that I had to do this video in the broad daylight because I will be very busy and this is my only free time. So yeah. And if it distracts you, then this video may not be for you. But if it's if you don't mind, then I hope you enjoyed this video. This video is actually reading a book. This book helps me relax by reading it, and it actually cleanses the negative feeling that I am feeling sometimes when I feel like reading it. And I haven't been able to get the physical copy of this book because I can't find it in my in the local bookstores around me or in my area, but I was able to find a digital copy, or I was able to download an ebook version of this. So I wanted to get this book so bad before, so fortunately for me, I was able to get the copy of this book online, though I wanted a physical copy. Of course, it's a physical copy, it's a book, so, but I think this will do, and I wanted to share it with you. So, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but, yeah, and I hope after this video, you're able to get a physical copy of this book. It's called A Gentle Reminder by Bianca. Oh my god. Let me just Bianca Sparatino. Okay, this is the book. A Gentle Reminder. It's simple, yet there's a lot of messages inside. So I'm going to be reading it to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. The right person will know how to hold your love. The right person will choose you just as deeply as you choose them. You will not have to quiet the way you care. You will not, or you will never feel like you are too much. You will not have to beg for the love you deserve. One day, you will be met where you are. One day, you will be someone's favorite thing, and you will not be confused. You will not feel like you are fighting for someone who isn't fighting for you. One day, you will understand that it never mattered how tightly you held on to the wrong people, how intensely you tried, because the right people were always going to find you. The right people were always going to stay. You have to let go. You have to let go, because when you hold on, when you keep something alive inside of you, you are not allowing for your past to take up the space in your heart and in your mind that is meant for your future. You have to let go, because at the end of the day, if you are going to find the human being who is going to bring you the deepest kind of joy, if you're going to find the person who is going to help you experience the kind of love you have always deserved, you have to make sure that you are ready for it. You have to make sure that you will be open to it, and you cannot make a home within your heart for the person who will someday care for you in the softest of ways When you are ready to put your heart into this world again, do not look for the same kind of love you have experienced. Resist the urge to compare the human beings that come into your life to the ones that have left. Because the truth is, two loves will never be the same. Love is like a fingerprint, curated between two individual souls. And within that it is always its own rare and beautiful thing, an extension of who you both were within those moments in time. In moving on, in dealing with the breaking and the rebuilding of your heart, you grow. You become a different person. And in turn, the love you need, the love will not nourish you and inspire you and meet you where you are now. That grows as well. That changes. No one will ever fully be able to understand the internal battles you had to endure just to heal, just to grow, just to make it here today. Be proud of the way you fought to save yourself. Be proud of the way you survived. I hope you have the courage to keep loving deeply in a world that sometimes fails to do so. In a generation that orders up attention like they order up a meal. In a generation that has started to love with one foot at the door. I hope you have the courage to believe that genuine connection still exists. And I hope you have the courage to stand up for that. To open yourself to it when you start to feel it bloom within the heart of you. I hope you have the courage to appreciate it for all that it is. Do not approach it wearing a mask. Do not try to desensitize yourself to it or play cool. Please, I hope you have the courage to crash your heart into the people life gives to you. I hope you have the courage to believe that goodness still exists. That there are those who have the capacity to love the way you do. That there are those who will see you grow and teach you more about the world. I hope you have the courage to fight for connection. I hope you have the courage to go deeper, to never exist on the surface of your life, even if it's easier or more convenient. At the end of the day, you should leave this world with a heart that is worn out and soft all over. A heart that is bruised from loving and feeling and caring in the best way possible. At the end of the day, you should be proud of your inability to be anything but open to the world. You should be proud of who you are. You deserve to be loved the way you love others. You deserve to feel seen. You deserve to sleep beside someone who does not try to quiet your heartbeat or your passion or the way you show up in this world. You deserve to be with the kind of person who loves all of your twists and does not try to untie them. You deserve to love someone who does not judge you for the ways in which you had to kill your sadness. Someone who does not hold your past against you. You deserve to be chosen and to never be loved in halves. You deserve someone who is sure of you. You deserve someone who stays. However, you also deserve to be this person for yourself. For your capacity to be alone. Your capacity to be your own home. Your own foundation is going to directly reflect the way you love these human beings when they come into your life. When you know yourself, when you stand up for your heart, you do not bankrupt who you are just to keep half loves in your life. Love becomes less about filling a void. Love becomes less about possession, less about dependence, and it transforms into something that can be fully and deeply appreciated and felt. Because you are not afraid that its loss will destroy you. You are not afraid of being without it, because you know that you will always have yourself. I think it's beautiful, the way you show up in this world, unguarded and willing to try again, weighs heavily on your soul. You carry it all so well, but that does not mean that it is yours to hold. When you are not feeling good enough, remember that even at your best, you will not be good enough for someone who does not have the capacity or the will to love you. And while there are very human part in each and every soul that leaps towards needing to prove ourselves, to care more, to try harder, just to demonstrate our worth, at the end of the day, if someone does not see the value that is pinned and blooming within you, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how hard you fight for someone who isn't fighting for you. It doesn't matter how hard you try to show up for someone who isn't showing up for you. It doesn't matter, because those human beings don't actually see you. If they did, they would respect you. They would value you, because you deserve to be valued. They would cherish the rare and magnetic hope you have to offer because it deserves to be cherished. Don't ever forget that the right people will choose you. They will see you. They will dive into the depth of you, and you will never have to force those connections. You'll always be good enough for them. Anything else is not for you. When you're not feeling good enough, remember that sometimes the root of feeling not good enough comes from holding yourself to someone else's ideal rather than your own. Remember that you are the only person who gets to decide if you're good enough. You are the only person qualified enough to determine your value. Please do not put your happiness or your self-love or your belief into the hands of other people or their validation or understanding you. Do not make it contingent on their acceptance of you or their willingness to love you or care for you or choose you. All you have to focus on is building the kind of love that is yours and yours alone. All you have to do is focus on building yourself into the kind of person you are proud of. You are in charge of your worth. Nothing can externally dictate that. Nothing has that power unless you give the power of yours away. Don't give that power away. Make yourself happy on your own terms. Do not lose yourself trying to love someone else. It is better to be alone within yourself than to feel lonely within the home you build inside of another human being. We hold on to those who cannot love us for so many reasons. Sometimes we hold on because we convince ourselves that the circumstance will change, that if we love harder, if we give more, if we stay, if we endure, the situation will evolve. The value of our love will be recognized. It will be chosen. Sometimes we hold on because we feel like we have to. We feel like we have to be the ones to fix, the ones to mend, the ones to prove that human beings don't give up on a person they see something beautiful within. Sometimes we hold on because we feel guilty, because we think that walking away and choosing ourselves is discarding someone that we care about, is us abandoning a human being. And sometimes we hold on because we think that we will never find the kind of person who proves us that love is not something that is meant to hurt. Sometimes we hold on because we lose our belief in the fact that love makes you question yourself, who makes you feel like you are too much, who asked for you to quiet your soul. That is the greatest injustice you will ever impart on your heart. That is doing yourself the deep disservice because you deserve to be surrounded by people who make you feel seen. You deserve to be surrounded by people who nourish you and challenge you and dizzy you in the best way possible. It is important to learn how to stop romanticizing the things in your life that hurt. It is important to cut those ties, even when it is hard, even when you do not want to face the loss, because it is within that hardship that you will learn how to choose your own heart, that you will learn how to stand up for it, and it deserves to be defended. It deserves to be treasured. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope that it made you relax and at the same time it soothed your soul and it helped you think about all of the things that's been happening in your life. And I hope if you are experiencing this type of pain, or if you are going through something, I hope you heal and I hope you get better soon. And I wish nothing but for everyone in this world to be completely okay and to feel a pure happiness, and I just desire for everyone's peace in this world. So love yourself and always choose yourself.